Where is Mrs. Guddan Akshat Jindal? Her husband is currently being tried. Yeah, in the court, and he might be sentenced to death. So can someone tell me why his wife isn't here to support him?
I have the evidence that'll prove Mr. Jindal's innocence. Your Honor, I realize that this is inappropriate behavior. Bringing a scooter into court is unacceptable, but I was faced with no other choice if I wanted to reveal the truth. I will face the consequences of my illicit actions, but I'm asking you to please will you listen to her before you decide?
Guddan, unfortunately, you're a bit late. The court has already made its decision, and it's not within my power to change it.
Your Honor, I respect your final decision, but please consider this. If I had arrived a few minutes later, then her testimony would have been entirely pointless. I beg you, please will you grant us a few minutes? Please listen to her testimony and the evidence that will prove Mr. Jindal is in fact innocent. Your Honor, please give her a chance to speak. With her testimony, you can save an innocent person. Please, Your Honor.
Condemning an individual that's innocent has never been the result that this court aspires to achieve. Will the witness please step forward and deliver her testimony?
I swear by the Holy Bhagavad Gita that I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Your Honor, my name is Divya, and I'm a voiceover artist. My work is to dub over the voice of other actors. And I was in dire need of money, so that is why I agreed to Mr. Revat's order and dubbed over Antara's voice. I was also abducted by Mr. Revat. If Guddan didn't save me, then I wouldn't be alive today.
Mr. Revat, is this the truth? Mrs. Guddan Akshat Jindal, luckily you have arrived in good time. I'm a judge. I pass judgment on the basis of the evidence and witnesses that I'm presented with. And if I take a good look at Mr. Akshat Jindal, then he doesn't come across as a criminal. But the court doesn't pass judgment based on someone's appearance. So taking all the evidence and witnesses that has been presented into consideration, Mr. Akshat Jindal is acquitted on all accounts. Order, order. And the court plans to bring charges against and further investigate into the case against the plaintiff, Mr. Vikram Revat. Mr. Revat is suspended for the falsification of evidence and for also fabricating the witnesses in the case against Mr. Jindal. These actions are unlawful and punishable by imprisonment. Officer, please will you remove Mr. Revat's police identification right away. The court is now adjourned for the day.
Wait, Mr. Ravat? Mr. Ravat! You have no right to be angry with me. I only did what any other wife would do in order to save her husband from a life in prison. I know that if Antara was in my position then, she would have done anything to save Akshat. She would have done the exact same thing. I don't hold grudges against you, Mr. Ravat. I'm simply doing my best to protect my family. Look, Mr. Ravat, this hatred you have will eat you up. I think it'll be better for you if you left this city immediately.
What is wrong with you, Guddan? You were on my side at the beginning. I even believed that you supported me. What made you change your attitude towards Akshat? I thought you pretended to be the mother-in-law and so-called loving wife of Akshat Jindal. Have you actually fallen in love with Akshat? Okay, Guddan. In the past you listened to me, so perhaps I should listen to you. Just this once. I'll listen to you and leave this city, but I can't promise that I won't be back. Guddan, you might have exposed me as a liar, but consider this. What is going to happen when Akshat uncovers the truth about you? You personally supplied me with information and were aware of my suspicions about Akshat and his past. Furthermore, you helped to find the necessary evidence I needed in order to build an official case against Akshat and to formally charge him with a crime. What does that say about you, Guddan? Think about it.
So look, I don't have to listen to you any longer. I've said it already. Please, will you leave immediately? May you live peacefully from now on. And may you allow Mr. Jindal to live in peace.
Your wife was just busy begging me to leave the city immediately. And she asked me to repeat the mistake of trusting you again. As if I'd ever be foolish enough to do that.
No, Vikram, never. This misunderstanding between us doesn't change the truth. You will always be Antara's brother. So you remain part of our family.
Keep quiet! Antara was the only person that I considered family, and you took her away from me. So I don't have anyone left. And Guddan, I truly hope that Mr. Jindal provides you with all the happiness he mistakenly also promised Antara at the very beginning.
Let him go. You simply cannot take his words to heart. He has completely lost his mind.
Vikram is right. Before someone else tells Akshat about my involvement in Vikram's ploy, I will simply explain the situation to him.
Guddan, dear, this family is reunited and we only have you to thank. Today you prove that you are the mother-in-law and true matriarch of this family.
Grandma, I didn't manage this by myself. It was possible because I received the help of my daughters-in-law.
I cannot help but marvel at your unfailing ability to keep the family together.
This entire debacle was resolved due to the unwavering support of Guddan and my daughters-in-law. Yet something is still bothering me, and it's related to one of my daughters-in-law. Saraswati,
Yes?
do you still believe you should be the one to run the
Akshat, What are you trying to say? The restaurant's reputation was hanging by a thread. I simply did what I had to do in order to save the business. And now that you're back in the household, the situation will change. And it's for the best. You know the business better than anyone. And I'm truly sorry if I've disappointed you. Akshat, I'm sorry.
Please would you excuse me, Ma?
I have to tell Akshat the truth as soon as the opportunity arises.
Wait a minute. You have the tendency to celebrate almost everything in life. What's going on? We won a great victory over Mr. Rava today. So why are you sad?
No, Durga, that's not the case at all. I'm extremely happy, but I'm just feeling a bit exhausted. I simply have to tell Akshat the truth as soon as possible. I can't delay this any longer. Akshat, there's something that I...
Finally, I've been waiting for you.
Please, will you allow me to say something?
You talk a lot. First listen to me, and I'll listen to you. After that. Clear? Come with me. Look at this.
What's going on?
I remember you once told me that you'd like to bake a blueberry cake for your sister. It is her favorite cake, right?
Yes. You somehow remembered this amidst the recent chaos.
Guddan, I'll never be able to repay you for what you've done. But there's one thing that I can do. I can help you fulfill one of your many wishes. The wish to bake a blueberry cake. I honestly don't know what else to do to thank you properly for what you've done. One more thing. If anyone says that you can't do anything, you should always remember that you can do anything you set your mind to, Guddan. Please never forget that. I'm proud of you.
I really appreciate the fact that you thought about me and remembered this. I've always wanted to bake a blueberry cake. But first, I have to tell you something very important.
Guddan, here's the first rule of working in the kitchen. You have to direct your focus on the job at hand.
Yes, but...
So therefore, first we will bake the cake. And once we're done, we can talk, okay?
No, but I have to tell you something immediately. It's that important.
Okay, well then, it's urgent, so I'm listening. Tell me.
Well, Akshat...
Hello? Wow, dearests. It looks like someone is planning to bake a cake together.
Yes, Ma. Guddan wanted to learn how to bake a blueberry cake specially for Revati. So I thought I'd show her.
Guddan, why aren't you wearing your wedding necklace?
Well... Grandma, I was going to wear it, but then I completely forgot. I'll go and fetch it.
Remember that you are the wife of Akshat Jindal. What do you think people would say when they happen to see you without your wedding chain? Go, fetch it.
I cannot afford to waste any more time, so I'll put on my wedding necklace. Then I'll go tell him the truth. Revati, I'm in a hurry right now, so can I talk to you later?
Really? Can you tell me what's keeping you so busy? Because I called you almost 10 times and you never bothered to answer even one of those calls.
Actually, we're in the kitchen. Mr. Jindal is teaching me how to bake a cake, and that's why I couldn't take your call.
Oh, now I understand. The two of you are busy baking a cake together. Guddan, you know that you always used to complain about Akshat being a boring and grumpy old man. But now it seems to me that you are in love with the grumpy and boring old man. You do realize that. The moment a person starts behaving differently, it means that you're probably lost in love.
I won't listen to your nonsense. Can I please call you later? I have something important to do right now. I'm certain that now is the opportune moment to tell Akshat the truth. Akshat, I'm struggling to fasten it. Can you help me with it, please? Why on earth would you do that?
Because you are not worthy of this wedding necklace, Guddan.
But
Will you please stop this drama? Because you have simply lost your right to wear this wedding necklace.
Grandma, did you see what happened? Come here. He went ahead and broke my wedding necklace. Why would he do this, Grandma? Grandma, please, will you ask him why he did this?
Enough, Guddan. Stop this drama immediately. Did you really think that you could betray this family and simply get away with it without us discovering the truth?
No, Durga.
At least you could have been less deceitful with regards to your concern for this family. AJ held you in high regard and he trusted you. And then you went ahead and You're upset about the wedding necklace, am I right? But to be deserving of this family's wedding necklace, you have to perform the role of being an honest wife and a trustworthy daughter and a mother-in-law that cares for the well-being of her family, Guddan. What did you do with that wedding necklace? You betrayed this family and then you went ahead and lied to us about it?
I meant to...
Yes. You lied to this family, Guddan. You lied to every single one of us. Because you were working together with Vikram. You knew that Vikram would do this to Akshat all along, and yet you didn't say anything. The only reason you stayed in this house after your wedding was for you to eventually win our trust. And to help Vikram collect evidence against Akshat. You stayed in this house so you could find Antara's cassette. Guddan, we're not interested in your lies. I was there when you spoke to Vikram before he left, and believe me, I heard every single word that he said to you.
I thought that you supported me. What made you change your attitude? I thought you only pretended to be the loving mother-in-law and so-called wife of Akshat Jindal.
Please, will you let me explain? I was going to tell...
All I really want to know is if Durga is telling the truth.
Please, will you listen?
All I want to hear from you is the answer to my question. Is she telling the truth or lying?
Please allow me to explain.
Or not?
It is true, but...
Enough! I don't have anything to say to you, and you've said more than enough for today.
Please allow me to explain, Akshat. I was going to tell you the truth, but...
Let go!
What lies are you going to try and feed us now, Guddan? Will you try to convince us that you were about to divulge the truth? Unfortunately, your confession cannot reverse your past actions. The fact of the matter remains that you helped Vikram. And now that everyone has discovered the truth, do you want to confess? Guddan, I begged you multiple times to tell the truth. To tell me the truth or to confide the truth to a family member, but no. You simply went ahead with your web of lies. The police arrested Akshat in our home, and you didn't say anything. The restaurant was on the verge of being shut down. The family's reputation was hanging by a thread, and still you didn't utter a single word about Vikram. Did you really believe, Guddan, that you could wash away your sins with Divya's evidence?
Grandma, at least you will give me a chance to explain, right?
Previously, I would have listened to you, Guddan, but now that I know what you have done, I've lost all the faith I had in you immediately. You do not deserve the wedding necklace, Guddan.
You got what you deserve, Guddan. Did you honestly expect that nothing would happen after such an enormous betrayal?
I can't believe you lied to me, Guddan! You lied to me! I can't trust my own wife! She won't stop lying!
I realize that you are upset with me and your anger is justified. But please, I am going to beg you one last time. Please, will you give me a chance to explain?
I am not interested in a single word or an attempted explanation, Guddan. Did you consider the trust I had in you? This family welcomed you into their household with open arms and gave you everything you needed. They supported you despite having their doubts. And even though you slipped up time and again, they managed to forgive you for your mistakes. And sometimes they would make the mistake, Guddan, of telling you that you are good for nothing. And then I happened to be foolish enough to over and over again defend my faith in you in support of you. But now, Guddan, you have betrayed my trust entirely. I was already disappointed by Vikram, but now you've made it worse. You have no idea what it feels like, Guddan, to trust someone with your life, only to find out that they suspect you of murder. But then I thought, at least I have an honest relationship in my marriage. But today, you managed to ruin that relationship, Guddan. I was foolish enough to confide in you as a friend, and I trusted you with personal information. I even used to tell you about Antara. But you've just been on the lookout for evidence this entire time. If you have really been working alongside Vikram all along, then why would you pretend to come to my rescue in court? I accepted that I would have to live with the pain of losing Antara for the rest of my life. But then you came along and I could eventually share my sorrow with someone. But you have entirely destroyed the trust I had in you, Guddan.
I am begging you, please allow me to explain. Please give me another chance to make things right. After that, I promise to accept whatever punishment you think is appropriate for me. Please,
I don't want to hear another word from you because I don't trust a single thing that you have to say. Now leave me alone. Get away from me.
But
I said leave!
I realize you probably won't believe me, but I have to admit I feel quite bad to see you in this horrid condition, Guddan. It's so unfair. The fact that Mr. Jindal broke your wedding necklace. Do you know what? We can fix this. We can collect these beads and simply put it back together again. Oh, and by the way, I'd like to tell you something. Once something has been torn apart, whether it's a relationship or an item such as a wedding necklace, it'll never come back together again. But listen, I have a lot of empathy for Akshat's situation. Poor guy Akshat. I'm certain that he never expected his wife to betray him and work alongside an individual that accused him of murder. He's always earned respect throughout his entire life, but you happened to ruin that, and in no time you destroyed it all. We can't change that because what's done is done. Sorry. By the way, have you thought about yourself? You will have to explain why your husband left you and kicked you out of the house even after you managed to save him from prison. How are you going to explain that? You'll think of something. But whatever you come up with, we both know that nobody will believe you.
If you dare to hurl another insult at my sister, then you'll have to face far worse consequences than this.
I'll make absolutely sure that you pay for this. The both of you will pay.
Revati. I honestly don't understand any of this. I tried my best to set the record straight with everyone because I believed that it would be the right thing to do. That was my motivation for my actions. Then why did everything go wrong?
I understand, Guddan. Do you remember what Dad used to say to us? That even the bad times come and go? Everything will be okay. I promise you it will.
Promise that you won't forsake me like everyone else? You'll support me, am I right?
Don't even question it. After all, you are my best friend and my sister, so you're never getting rid of me no matter what. Promise.
Time for you to take your medicine, Grandma. Here you go.
Can someone tell me where is everybody? Is there no one else that can assist me with my medicine?
I'm here for you. I know that you are angry with me, not with the medicine. So here, please take it.
Here you are, your medicine.
Grandma, listen to me. Please, will you look at me and give me a chance to explain? Once I've explained everything, it'll all make sense.
I am the only person that kept defending you after every single mistake you made. And what did you do? You fed me with a bunch of lies without flinching. No matter what happened, I always forgave you. I was always the one to support you. But then you went ahead and you betrayed your husband and my son. Other people might forget that. but I'm certainly not one of them.
Grandma? Tell me, why are you talking to me like this? You used to treat me with kindness and only spoke to me lovingly. And I thought we were close to one another. I completely understand if you're angry at me. You're upset. But please don't talk to me like I'm a stranger.
The way in which you betrayed both this family and I destroyed our bond. Everyone kept warning me, but I didn't listen. And now I realize that they were right. I was the one who was mistaken. I don't want to be in your presence any longer. Leave me alone and don't say another word.
Please listen, Grandma.
Enough!
This makes me happy. I'm just sharing my happiness with you. Today, you revealed your true colors to the entire family after almost 6 months of deception. Then you proudly claimed that you would continue to uphold the responsibilities and duties of being both Akshat's wife and our mother-in-law. Now you are relieved of those duties. Can I offer you a piece of advice? Rather forget about us and try to start your life afresh. Trust me, it's for the best because you simply don't deserve to be a part of this household or family any longer.
Durga? This family isn't willing to listen to me. But I'll be sure to reveal the truth to the entire household.
You obviously consider your sister as the most important person. Look what you did to my face. But just wait to see what I have in store for you. Before the end of the day, I will see to it that both your lives are completely ruined and that there is absolutely no possibility of reconciliation. And that is a promise that I'll keep.
201, 201, 201. So this is the right place. Hello?
Where are you?
I told you that I'm going to the Raj Palace Hotel to deliver the cake.
Okay. You?
Yes, Revati. It was I who ordered the cake.
Despite forbidding you to contact me, you still have the audacity to order a cake. And then, you even fabricated a new name. What is wrong with you? Anyway, I'm leaving immediately.
Revati, you are mistaken about me. Will you give it to me? You tell me. If I had not used a different name, would you have come here? No, right? Listen, Revati. I know that I've made many mistakes. And I know that the way I treated both you and Guddan was wrong. And I'm begging you to please forgive me. Now you will have to please excuse me, because I need to direct my attention to my wife. I know that right now you're going to find it difficult to believe me. And that's why I had to call you here. I wanted to show you that I've changed. Wait a minute. Take a look. I decorated this entire room just for city's pleasure.
Hello, sir.
Wow. This is what I expected. Thank you.
If you don't mind, may I say something?
Yeah, sure.
These days it's very rare to find such an attentive husband. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you. What's wrong, Revati? It looks like you still don't believe me, am I right? It's okay. I'll go fetch the money and then you're welcome to leave. I promise. Wait a minute. Revati, you are waiting around of your own accord. But the moment you leave will be in my hands entirely.